Welcome to the Meares Show. I'm Mo.
Meares.
1-2-1 last week. The tie was the only one we disagreed on.
I know.
So we were just basically wrong across the board, with the exception of one game.
We're going to step it up this week. I'm feeling a 4-0 week for my picks.
I'm glad that we're doing your team, the Philadelphia Eagles, because there's a lot to talk about with that. Let's get into it.
I'm very excited.
Let's get it started with your Eagles. Hosting San Diego, coming across the country for a 1 o'clock game. Eagles favored by 7. I'm sure you're on cloud 9 like they're Super Bowl champions because of one half of football.
Not quite. But let me tell you something. Before the season started, I was semi-excited about Chip Kelly and this possibility of this offense. Well, I'll tell you what. I feel like I took a Viagra. I've had a 4-hour erection the entire game. This offense is spectacular. Deshaun Jackson, LaShawn McCoy together had 288 yards of offense. San Diego Chargers, 263. Gave up a 21-point lead with less than a quarter and a half left. They suck. They suck big time. Philadelphia's going to score 70, and guess what? They cover easy the 7.
A 4-hour erection is called priapism. It's a medical condition, and it's similar to being an Eagles fan. Eagles favored by 7. I like the line. Philip Rivers, bitch face. Awful loss to Houston. You can't give up that lead in the manner in which they did. I got the Eagles to cover the 7, but I'm not going to guarantee they win. I hedged my bets a little bit, but Eagles don't cover the 7. But so I got San Diego. I don't know who wins, but that's how it's going to work. Next game we're going to do, family versus family, is the older brother going to end up at the end of the year in the younger brother's stadium playing for the championship that his younger brother's won one more time than him? It's a whole thing. I don't think it's going to be much of a game. Denver's favored by 5 on the road. Giants, 6 turnovers last week, but you start with it and tell me what's up.
Well, Peyton Manning has faced Eli Manning twice. What do you think the outcome's been?
I think the older brother's probably beat him twice.
And that's exactly correct. Eli Manning is 5-3 in home openers. One of those losses coming to Peyton Manning.
There you go.
Peyton Manning had 7 touchdown passes last week.
Oh, I know it. I saw it on my little Yahoo scoreboard deal.
Against Baltimore Ravens, who I know they have a rough defense, but I think they're better than New York. Well, he might throw up 8 this week.
I'd welcome that.
Denver giving 5 is a joke. Give me Denver to win this game easily by 10. Cover. See you Giants 0-2.
Eli Manning is 5-3 in home openers.
Yes.
Eli Manning's a 5'3" homo. Denver's just seeming close. Yes, I think there is 8 touchdowns. I think it's going to be a run-up. Unless he does a little mercy thing on the younger brother because he's got that bitch face that Philip Rivers has. Not even close. Denver covers 5.
Nice.
Third game we're going to do, the game of the week. Probably 2 of the top 5 teams in the NFL.
Yes.
After watching how they came out last week. San Francisco traveling a little bit north to Seattle. Seattle favored by 3, which we've always said is basically a push. What do you got going on this one?
You know the last time Seattle lost a home game? It was on Christmas Eve of 2011.
Wow.
You know what team beat them? San Francisco.
There you go.
However, Seattle is 7-1 against the spread at home last year.
They lost once.
San Francisco 0-2 against Seattle against the spread. That just tells me right off the bat, I don't care about anything else. I don't care about Pumpernickel. I don't care about Russell Wilson running around, only scoring 12 points against Carolina. Really? I'm taking Seattle minus the 3 points.
After watching the highlights, watching the games, I watched the San Francisco game last week. A.J. Pumpernickel might be the best quarterback in the NFL based on his arm.
He's really
the
good.
Velocity he throws a football with is
It's
different.
insane.
It's different. But I'm going to tell you why Seattle covers. Because I've watched 112 hours of Grey's Anatomy this year.
Nice!
And I have to go with Seattle everything because I just feel like I'm a member of this society. So for that matter, I got 3 hours left on my DVR I got to watch tonight. It's brutal. We got to get this done, but that's why Seattle's going to cover. This might be the first time in Mo and Meares history on week 2 that we cover 2 0-1 teams.
Yeah.
But the Monday night game involves a division rivalry that we thought this division was going to be significant, maybe 3 playoff teams.
Yeah.
We got Cincinnati traveling to Pittsburgh. Cincinnati favored by 7 on the road.
Which is surprising, but Pittsburgh did lose their center Pouncey to a torn ACL, and he's the only center in NFL history to make the Pro Bowl the first 3 years of his NFL career. That's pretty incredible. However, the Bengals, 1-5 against Pittsburgh in the last 6 games. And Pittsburgh hasn't started out the season 0-2 since 2002, where they went 10-5-1 that year.
That was the last time they lost their home opener, wasn't it?
It might have been. Here's the deal. I like Cincinnati in this game, but I don't like the 7 points. I think Pittsburgh keeps it close. They might even win. I don't know. But I'm not giving 7 points to the Bengals in this game. I will take Pittsburgh with the points.
John Gruden apparently talks with his glasses off. So that's what I'm going to do to sound like a fucking idiot. Pittsburgh. That is the most futile effort I've ever seen. You're talking about Jake Locker, who couldn't hit the broadside of a fucking barn with a ball. He was 10 for 20 for 125 yards, I think. It was awful. And they dominated the game. You got 2 points on the first 3 seconds of the game. You had 2 points until junk time.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, let me reiterate something. If you're in the bathroom with her the second time and that's your best defense, what the fuck were you thinking with your millions of dollars? This is the kind of shit that goes on with a fucking NFL team where it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? This is a disastrous fucking team. I didn't pick an 0-16 team. I'm picking them right now.
Wow.
They're 0-16, and you know what? Cincinnati's covering fucking 40 because they were on Hard Knocks and you loved it. Now it's time for comments of the week.
Cheers.
Hey Mullen Meares, keep up the good work. I enjoyed your good and ridiculous picks. Overall, love the show. Don't ever fucking change, go Niners. Niners 77 KV 916.
That's a hell of a name.
It's a nice name and it's a nice sentiment. I mean,
Well,
I don't feel like I have to change in life.
You know what? I'm never going to
I
change.
feel like I'm okay.
I weighed
I
the
might be
same
failing miserably and on YouTube for $100 a year, but
Well, I've weighed the same amount since we started till now. I keep talking about losing weight. I'm not changing. Fuck it.
I lost 40 pounds. I gained 20 back this week. The Eagles will fucking upset the Redskins. RG3 thinks he's ready to go. Will he or won't be? They asked a question. Did we respond?
We did, and
We said he wouldn't.
No, I didn't say anything. I said he might be.
And look at the politician over here. Johnny fucking Eagles jersey. TJ Harmon, he wasn't ready to go. He really didn't need to play in the preseason.
No,
He needed to play in the preseason.
Yeah, he really did.
Eagles will win. I bet they have a winning season this year by Soul Filter.
I picked this one because me and Soul Filter, we're on the same page. I hope they have a winning season too, buddy.
Yeah, he said they will. You said you hope.
I'm hoping.
Freud. Broncos will win big. By Rudy Garcia. Wasn't that the guy from The Hero?
I don't know, but he showed us up because we both said that the Broncos weren't going to cover the 9.
It was a stupid line, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, they fucking
I go
killed
completely
him.
against my fantasy. And I'm the greatest fantasy football player in the history of fantasy this week. If week 1 was the championship, I would be like a 10-time fucking winner.
Nice.
Thought Mole couldn't be on YouTube anymore. By Team Take'em. Now this is the confusion.
We know him.
I know him.
We talk to him all the time, and he still is confusing. People confuse us all the time.
If you're a fat-faced Philly motherfucker with a goatee, you're just like, you're the same guy.
Mo.
Meares. We always sit.
We said it in the beginning.
When we go to the bar, I have to sit on the left. It's contractually obligated by YouTube. How do you confuse this shit?
And I was not allowed to be on YouTube until I quit my job because I love the show so much. And
for $100 a month that we split, he quit his job for a lot of money.
I do it for the fans.
It's awesome. So that's week 2 for Mullen Meares. We only got one game different.
And it is a big game.
The Eagles game, your biggest game of the week.
And I'm going 4-0. That means you're 3-1. So guess what, bitch? I take the lead.
4:30 nap.